Hi, we're now recording. Welcome to our Epic and Pink team call, which we haven't had forever, and we're going to start having them again. What did we decide, Jerry? Monthly?
Yeah, the beginning of the month.
Yeah, because the Jewel calls used to be every week, and then that was too overwhelming. So we stopped kind of having our team call, and now the Jewel call is just once a month. So we figure if we have a team call once a month, that's fabulous. We can update everybody on what's going on. We were hoping to see more on tonight because we really wanted to do kind of an introduction, so that we know who everybody is. So, of course, everybody on here knows me already, but I'll go ahead and introduce myself anyways because we'll put this recording up so people can see it. So I'm Barb Holmes. I'm Senior Ruby on our team. Been with Plexus for 4.5 years. My brief started for wholesale. Ended up getting some amazing people like Jerry Blackwell in my team, and things started growing, and it turned into what I call my accidental business. That allowed me to retire 3 years ago. It'll be May 2nd, will be 3 years from the federal government when I was 55. So that has been pretty amazing, and I just work like little miscellaneous part-time jobs to keep myself out of trouble. So that's my story. Jerry, you want to go and tell a little bit about Jerry? I have a daughter, 19.
Hey, Amber, mute your phone, darling.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I said I have an adopted daughter, Wen, who's 19, adopted from China. She's a senior in high school this year, so we're planning college and all that fun stuff. Okay, now I'm done.
I'll go next. So I'm Jerry Blackwell. I went to Barb one day and was talking about how I was selling Usborne books. And I don't know if you guys know what those are, but Usborne books, it's a lot for homeschooling. It's educational books. And I was doing parties and lugging these huge boxes of books around. And I was like, Barb's, I love doing this stuff, but I am like, is there anything lighter that I could possibly sell? And Barb goes, you should do Plexus. And I was like, what's Plexus? Well, that was 4.5 years ago. And of course, she convinced me that I needed to do this with her. And I mean, it's been amazing ever since. So 4.5 years, we've been partners in crime and just working our tails off. And so recently, I had a baby in February. He is 13 months old now, and I gained 44 pounds with him. But before that, I had already gained weight. We moved a couple years ago. Just the whole move and getting new jobs and all this stuff. I'd put on some weight. I gained 44 pounds with the baby. So I was at 228 when I had him. And I think today when I weighed myself, I was 155. So I have gained back 2 pounds that I lost. So I'm at 75 pounds now. Yes, 75 pounds. Well, there's Karen. Anyway, so I've lost a lot of weight. And I think the big thing for me right now is HC Slim, the lean shakes, and block. I've been taking block at night. And that is because when your body is resting, it is converting all of the glucose from the day that you did not use, that you would normally use for energy. It converts it to fat. And I was like, I'm going to take this at night and see what happens. And it has been huge for me to start taking block at night. So that was really good. I have not taken Metaburn yet because I nurse not a ton, just a little bit still. But I just wanted to wait until that was over to start my Metaburn. But yeah, so like Barb said, we've just been working hard. And so if you guys need anybody that has been nursing or pregnant while taking products, I'm your girl. Throw me in the 3-way call, and I'll be happy to chat with somebody. So that's me. Who's next? All you non-video people.
Yeah. Amber, you want to go next?
Sure. Well, I'm Amber Davis, and by day, I'm a public defender. I've been an attorney for about 10 years. I have 3 little girls that I adopted from the foster care system. They are 11, 9, and 7, and we've been a family for 6 years. And I have Meniere's disease, so I have like a really bad vertigo, and my gut was really messed up. And Ashley Hendricks, who is a silver, introduced me to it, and I kept saying, I'm just sick all the time. And Ashley's a nurse, and she's like, Amber, you have to try Plexus. And I was super stubborn and super skeptical. And finally, she's like, Amber, come on. So in January of 2018, I was finally like, what do I have to lose? So I started taking Plexus, and probably within the first 30 days, I had a lot of die-off symptoms, but within the first, I would say 30 days to 6 weeks, I started dropping inches. My gut started feeling better. Within that first 4 months, I lost 7 inches, and then I start off my waist, and then I started dropping weight too. And then I started feeling so much better, less brain fog, all of that stuff. So far, I've lost 42 pounds, and as of today, 8 inches off my waist. And I take the HC Slim, the Lean Shakes. I take Probio 5, the X Factor vitamins, and I really, really would love to try the MetaBurn, but I can't have anything with caffeine at all because it really affects my Meniere's and my vertigo, so I haven't tried that yet. But I love my products, and I'm trying really hard to build my business. So I'm at a silver right now, but my next goal is gold. So that's where I'm at right now. And I would love to get to the point of more financial independence because I am a single mom.
Yeah, and her before and after pictures are crazy. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah. So thank you, Amber. That's great. Linda, are you up to saying hey? I'm not sure if Linda, we may come back to you. Hey, Karen, I see that you jumped on. We were just
I'm on.
Oh, hey, Linda.
Sorry, I couldn't get myself unmuted.
Well, I hear you now.
Okay.
If you want to just kind of tell us a little bit about Linda, that would be awesome.
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't have my video turned on because I'm sitting here in my PJs with no makeup on and flat hair, and I look absolutely awful. So that's why there's no video. But anyway, I started with Plexus 3 years ago in March, and I did it just because I wanted to feel better. I had no energy, was depressed somewhat, even though I was taking an antidepressant and had been for over 25 years. But anyway, that's the reason why I started. And honestly, within a week, I could tell a difference in my mood. I felt so much better in that respect, and I had more energy, and I just loved the whole Plexus community, I guess, of people that I had met. But eventually, and I cannot remember the time frame exactly, but eventually I was able to actually stop taking my antidepressants that I've been on for so long. And believe me, I had tried numerous times over the years to stop taking them and hadn't been able to with any success. And but after taking Plexus for several months, I was actually able to stop. And most of you know that my husband recently passed away, and that's been really, really tough. But I'll have to say that I have not had to go back on antidepressants, and I really firmly believe it's because of my Plexus products. So I will always be taking Plexus, and hopefully I want to eventually get started back building my business again. It's just that I'm not there yet.
And that's what we say, Linda, this business, I love it about this is that this business is there for people when they are ready for it to be there, because we all have things in our lives that can, make us say, go, 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 or stop, stop, stop. So, we are happy to support you where you are. And actually, Bridget Early and I are having lunch with Linda tomorrow. We're really looking forward to that. So I said that it is the community of Plexus that has really been great for me. I've met so many people that have been so amazing, in supporting me on this journey. So thank you, Linda, for sharing. And said, Miss Karen Gorski, I know you're on here. are you up to unmuting and introducing yourself? We'll see if she is. I know she's listening in. Karen is, I think, she's been my ambassador probably almost a year. And Karen was my realtor when I moved from Galloway to my current residence in Galena. So Karen, if you feel like unmuting and introducing yourself at some point on the call, let me know, and we would be glad to hear from you. But we just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about launching our spring. March was crazy with all the enrollment codes. From my level down, we added 61 people, and I think we're 50 of those in your downline, Jerry?
52.
52, which is huge. So when you can see that kind of growth in your team in a month, it's really amazing. So kind of a focus right now is to figure out what we need to do to keep a hold of those folks and identify the folks in that group that are interested in business building. So the one big thing that I'm kind of looking at right now with people that I've added, I was able to add 3 this month. I didn't get the iPad, but wasn't from lack of trying. But I have 3 people that each got 3 enrollment codes for free enrollment. That's a good through April 15th. So I want to get a hold of those codes from 2 of the people that I'm fairly certain are just wholesale customers, and I don't want those codes to go to waste. So I think that's something to look at. If you added people this month and you know that they're just in it for the wholesale business, reach out to them and say, hey, you should have gotten an email from Plexus with some enrollment codes. If you would, not mind sharing that with me, that would be great. So that could give us huge growth again in April, which I think is a biggie. And Jerry, you personally added 8, is that right?
I added 7 under me and then 1 under my husband, under Jason.
Yeah. So, there's 24 free enrollment codes rolling around out there. I know Kim McCrae added quite a few. Kristen
he had 12. Kim added 12, which is awesome.
Yeah. So like I said, there's another 36 codes. So,
Kristen added 6. Amber added 1, didn't you, Amber?
I think Amber added 2.
Jad 2?
I added 2, one of my own, and then Shannon used one of my codes.
Oh, cool.
Okay, perfect. So you kind of want to, make sure your people that have added people realize that, their new ambassadors sitting out there with those codes, and we don't want them to go to waste, within our team. So kind of be looking at that. If you've got people that do want to work the business, you need to be reaching out to them and telling them where to go. Get your account set up so that you can receive commissions. Go into the training part of the back office. And I can't remember the 3 new words. It's send, what is it, Jerry? Send something.
And share.
Send, share. It's new. They're fabulous. So what I love in Send, if you guys haven't been there to look under the training tab in your virtual office, it's all of the Plexus videos are all right there. So you're not having to hunt and search to find a triplex video or a slim video. So that's really a great place to start your new people for training on products. So, kind of be working with your new people. Don't just let them flounder out there and go, well, they'll figure it out. Be reaching out to them and working with them. Jerry, what do you have to add to that? I was looking for what I posted today on the.
Yeah, so there's a couple things. One of Barb's new people that just started posting, she was Barb's customer or a wholesale ambassador, I believe, for like 6 months before she actually started posting. And so if we get people to join us, I have 8 people this month. If I can get half of those people to just really love the products and people start noticing and they want to start, helping other people, that's huge. That's huge. And sometimes it's not who but it's who they know. Right? So you add a couple people, but you've got somebody under you who can just have a huge network and add a bunch of people. That's a big deal. So that's encouraging. And if somebody goes silver this month, they get 3 new codes, which is awesome. So our new people, if they add 3 people, they become silver because they've got 3 codes. They get 3 more codes, which is huge for them. So I love that. And then all of the $1.99 welcome packs this month are $10 off. Plexus gave that to us, which is crazy. So if you got somebody who is new, they've got 3 enrollment codes plus $10 off the $1.99 packs. That's something that's going to work. That's a big deal. So that's encouraging. And I just would encourage everybody to go out. You can have a search feature. There's a search feature in your messenger where you can put in Joyome, or you could put in welcome packs, and you can actually search the messages that you've sent to people. So maybe you didn't do a great job of writing down everybody's name that you've been contacting. Well, that pulls all of them up that you've had a conversation with. Jot those down and go back to them this month, because we are going to have some codes that we can share. So just be working still. It's going to be good. What else, Barb?
I wanted to talk a little bit about dough.
Okay.
That is something that everybody was invited to try. And dough is what's the one that Jackie Wickham was using? I'm trying to remember the name of that app that she was using.
They were doing Teamzy, and that Kristen Hall was using that as well.
Yeah. And dough is a bit like Teamzy, however, much less expensive. And what it does is help lay out your IPA, your daily income producing activity. And that actually it connects to your Facebook and your Plexus downlines. So when I log into Dough in the morning, it pops up and it'll say, reach out to these, I think it's set up for 5 people. These would be, is it 4? 3 or 4? It is 5, okay. These are just people from my Facebook contact list that kind of you want to start developing a relationship with. And that isn't necessarily saying, hey, you want to try Plexus? That's going to their Facebook, kind of looking their account and sending them some sort of a message. They're already your Facebook friend, but it's people to start connecting with. And then it also gives you a customer to follow up with, the name of a customer to follow up with, and a name of an ambassador to follow up with. And there's a place to put notes. So if I I'm sending Jerry a message, hey, Jerry, what's going on with these new incentives? I'll go into the notes and say, message Jerry about the new incentives. And then it gives you a chance to say, when do you want to follow up again? And that can be a day, a week, 2 weeks, a month. But whenever that date hits, it comes back up in Dough and reminds you to do that follow-up system. So I was one of the testers of it. I've been using it for a couple months now, and it has really made a difference I'm not having to search to say, who am I going to talk to today? It gives me ideas of names right away. So that's been really kind of big for me. I went ahead and registered for a year to get the discounted package. And I think it was like $137 for the year. I need to look back and see. But that's a business expense. So I'll be able to write that off on my taxes because it's a tool I use for my business. So income producing activity or working your business daily is super important. And that's something, like I said, I've really enjoyed it bringing up names to me that I would not normally have possibly reached out to because they weren't really coming up in my feed every day. Particularly in times like this with a big push like we had, like the last few days. When I look at my Facebook right now, it's all Plexus people. And who ranked up and who got the iPad and who's doing this and who's doing that. So this Dough is a way to bring other people outside Plexus back into my line of sight on Facebook.
And if you haven't tried it, they actually have a 14-day trial that you can try for free. It will walk you through everything of adding your contacts, adding people that are on your team already, and then it helps you through 14 days. So you can try it and see if you really like it.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's okay. But if you do, I think the year was $17 a month, something like that. But if you paid it monthly, it was $20 a month or something.
Right. Yeah. And I just paid.
And I think Teamzy was like 30 something.
It was I think people were saying it was about half the cost of what Teamzy.
Now, Dough also gives you scripts, which I think is really cool. So you can it'll say, what you want to send to somebody. It gives you an example of what to send, and then it'll send you a follow-up message to send them. So that's kind of cool too. It gives you some things, and it's developed just for Plexus.
Yeah, and that's why I said it was neat that they really kind of looked into Plexus and investigated Plexus and how our business works to kind of set Dough up for us. And I think a lot of MLMs are using Dough, but they're all customized, to what their products are, what their customer base looks like. and that type of thing. So I said that, that to me is really pretty cool. I'm just scrolling down to see what else I'm missing that we wanted to kind of talk about.
The 3 things that Barb was talking about, you can go into Training Center. I don't know if you guys can see my phone. You probably can't. Training Center, if you click on Resource Library, it says Start Here, Start Now. And it'll talk about the sharing system, the videos that they're using, why they're using those for particular people. Then it's step 1 is send, step 2 is share, step 3 is invite. So we do have Julie, our diamond, she has a 7-day MetaBurn Slim Challenge starting on April 8th, so that's on Monday. If you have new people, I've added my new people that purchased a welcome pack with MetaBurn and Slim to that, and told them that's what's going on. So that's good. Barb and I would like to start doing some launch parties for our new people, even the people that don't want to do the business, but if they have those codes and they think they would like to at least share what they're doing with some people, we can do something like that. So there's different things that we can do together as a team, or you can participate in the bigger team pages. I always like the smaller stuff just because it was my people. I could talk to them. They know me. So I like doing those. So if you guys are interested in doing that, even just, throwing your own people in that that might be interested, friends, family, whomever, and we can do a launch party one of these evenings, and we could do whatever, and I could use some help.
Yeah, and the launch parties are online. So
yeah, it's a Facebook group.
When Jerry and I started, we did a lot of sip and sees, which were invite people to our homes, or Jerry did a lot in a cute little Greek restaurant.
I did a monthly.
Where we did it, and we can still do sip and sees if anybody wants them. We're more than happy to do those with you. And if you're not local, we can be virtual, at your party online. So some people, if you can get a group of friends in just to taste the pink drink. I did a happy hour one not too long ago that, if alcohol is in your, line of sight, we did which pink drink do you want to try? And we had Cosmos and the pink drink. But it just kind of made it a fun kind of atmosphere. So lots of creative ideas, anything you guys can come up with. We've done craft things. What was the Plexus and a pumpkin? We
did Plexus and pumpkins in October, and so we brought craft things in, and we made these pumpkins while we talked about Plexus.
Yeah, anything, mostly they wanted the pumpkin, not really the Plexus.
They did, but I got a customer and an ambassador after doing that, so.
And I had a couple ambassadors come that were wholesale ambassadors that ended up working the business. So, whatever, come up with a gimmick, make it fun, and do that. But we're here to support you. And that's kind of our launch to relaunching our team calls tonight was just Jerry and I wanting to get back to making a personal connection with people, because by not having our team call, I think we've kind of lost that a little bit.
They were so fun.
I know. We didn't have
We're
any
fun people.
One Christmas we had headbands on with antlers and
yeah, I had a Santa hat.
We're kind of crazy.
Good times.
But yeah, and I think we're almost to the 9:30 limit, and we will limit our calls to 9:30 because we know everybody's busy and getting kids to bed and homework and maybe running in from work on Monday night. So anything else and I said I didn't finish my story really saying I've lost 81 pounds in the 4.5 years with Plexus. And I kind of take everything. I've, triplex, loving the new MetaBurn. I think I'm down. My last measurement, I was down 7 inches in 60 days with MetaBurn.
I can't wait to add it.
Yeah, well, I said my pants that I bought 2 sizes smaller that I was so excited about, Gwen was yelling at me the other day when we were shopping that my pants were too big. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's making a big difference for me. And I started using Jerry's little block at bedtime thing, and that's made a big difference for me as well. Do be careful with that. Those of you that know Misty Miller may know that she tried that and it dropped her blood sugar too low.
I wonder if she took 1 or 2, because you should always start with 1.
I think what she did was she took 2 at dinner at like 8 o'clock and then went to bed at 10 o'clock and took 2 more.
Yeah, that'll drop your blood sugar.
Yeah, so she, I think she was going to go back and try it again, but at a reasonable level and not, one on top of the other. But I do love the block at bedtime. So But anyways, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So we will sign off and we're trying to do the first Monday of every month, right, Jer?
Yeah.
Yep, and that's my cat in the background digging at her food bowl, so she must be hungry. So Jerry's cat's usually walking across the video. I don't know where
She
you're.
loves to be in the videos.
All right, thanks guys for being on. We really appreciate it. Like I said, this is recorded, so I will post it on the team page. So if you had people on your team that weren't on tonight, feel free to tag them when I post the video so they can see it.
Good night.
Peace out.
Good night.
See you tomorrow, Linda.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, now you turn the
Okay.
light on, Amber.
Bye-bye.
See ya.